And I'm trying really hard to not make a mess right now. Maybe not trying hard enough. Hi everybody, today I am taking a look at the May Paletteful Packs box. So this is the Paletteful Packs premiere box for the month of May 2019. It costs $35.95 if you do not subscribe on like a pay in advance kind of basis. I'm paying month to month because I'm not sure if I'm going to keep doing that. It's a surprise art box full of like full-sized art supplies. Last month I got a bunch of Posca pens, which was awesome because I actually use those anyway. I don't know what's in here. I haven't looked yet. There's also the Petite Pack, which also has full-size products, but it's smaller and it costs about $10 less. And then there's a Young Artist Pack for kids that costs $30.95. And all of these have plans where you can pay more in advance and save money. So I'm going to be opening this, seeing what's in it, and then creating something with the stuff in it here on the spot. All right, let's take a look and see what's inside the box. Oh my God. Watercolor ink. I'm already excited. I've never seen this brand before. What is it? Graphics by Marabou. I've never seen this brand before, but I've been really having like an obsession with liquid watercolors, so this could be super interesting. I said this in the other video. I love that this is like recyclable paper, but trying to dig through here is kind of a pain in the ass. And I'm trying really hard to not make a mess right now. Maybe not trying hard enough. Okay, I think that's everything. What do we got here? Here's my little list. Marabou Graphics Aqua Ink, 15 mil, 8 colors. We'll go over the colors in a hot minute here. Light fast pigment-based watercolor inks with concentrated colors that are naturally transparent and ultra brilliant. You can use them with a brush or with a dip pen, and even when they're dry, you can still reactivate them. Shake vigorously before use. And then there's a Marabou Graphics black fineliner set of 4. What sizes does this come with? 0.2, 0.4, 0.8, and brush tip, and they're metal enclosed. Water-based, water-soluble, low-odor ink that will not bleed. So you can use these for ink washes, but they're not waterproof. That's interesting. Princeton Artist Co. Velvet Touch, 6-inch flat and 3-inch round. I've used other Princeton brushes. I've used their Aquarelle and their Neptune, and I feel like a different brand, but I've never used this one, so I'm curious about these puppies. And I usually use round brushes, but I've never used a flat brush that's this small before. I usually use bigger flat brushes if I'm going to use one. And then a Strathmore 400 series mixed media pad with a vellum surface, 6x8. So it's nice and smooth and super thick. How thick is it? We got mixed media paper, 184 pound. Well, that's pretty girthy.
Yeah.
Sweet. Okay, so far, I just grabbed some water and some paper towels so that I can swatch all of these things and see kind of what happens. And then I will make something. I don't know what I'm going to make yet, though. The last one I did where I made this salty situation for Katie, like that it jumped right out at me. But this, I'm trying to think, do I want to paint with these? Do I want to letter with these? What do I want to do? I don't know. So let me bust out this flat brush, and I'm going to swatch all of these colors. See how are they light fast? Did I say that? Yes, they're light fast. That's awesome. So the brush feels really nice. Like the brush itself feels nice. The ferrule and like the actual like body of the brush has like a soft, this has like a soft kind of velvety matte situation. They're very narrow brushes, but I mean, it's because they're small. That's interesting. It's a basic kind of, basic set of colors. We have black, magenta, lemon, dark brown, carmine red, cyan, vermilion, and mint. I'm going to swatch all of these colors and we'll take a look at them. I'm going to see kind of how they play on the paper, and then I'll decide what I'm going to do. I am excited to have these, though. They're going to go up on my little shelf with all my other liquid watercolors and liquid inks because that has been something I have been having so much fun with lately. So I will tell you right now, even if I don't make more of these videos, even if you guys don't like these videos, I think I'm going to keep getting this box for a while because I like the stuff. It's fun. So I'll probably keep doing it even if I don't keep making videos. But you can always tell me in the comments if you like these videos or not. Practicing for my hand jobs. Was that obvious? Probably. Ah. All right, so here are the colors. I think they're really pretty. I wish there was a purple, but other than that, they're gorgeous. I think they're vibrant, but they're not like super bright. They're not anywhere near as bright. As an example, I'll pop a little tiny bit of P.H. Martin's Hydrus Magenta right next to this magenta. More saturated, I would say. But at the same time, like, it takes all kinds, so that's really pretty. Now I'm going to take a second and test out the fine liners, and I'm going to test them out on their own, and then I'm going to see what happens when you add water to them, since they are water soluble. And then we'll get into doing some kind of a project. These pens feel really light and kind of cheap. They don't have the same like kind of weightiness to them the way that microns do. The barrel is plastic, but the lid, it pops off if you push on it, but it does go on, so that's okay. And the nibs look very similar to a Pigment Micron. I like the variety in brush sizes. They're nice, and there's a good differentiation between them, and the brush is super loose. So I'm going to try the brush pen first. It said you can do good ink washes, so I want to see what we can do with that. Ooh. And it says here that it is light fast, which is awesome. So it looks like you can totally, especially with the brush pen, you can blend it, but it's not going to destroy the line. It's going to like blur it a little bit, but the line will still be there. So you just have to be aware of that. If you don't want any blurring, then this is not a pen to use in something where you're going to be putting wet on top of it. Yeah. All right, I'm going to tear this puppy out, and I think I'm going to get started with a project. All right, I grabbed a mixing palette because I want to make some purple. I really want to paint an eggplant. I will say so far the only quibble I have with these inks is I wish they had a dropper, because dipping in with the paintbrush can be kind of a pain in the ass. I'm only going to use the stuff that, aside from the palette and the water, I'm only going to use stuff that came with this. All right, I got a basic sketch in here. I want to add some more dark kind of pen, but I want to paint first because I want to put the pen on top of it after it's dry. I don't want it all to bleed together quite yet. All right, I think I have used every color in the palette of inks in this, and I'm getting satisfied. I need to add a little bit more detail to this stem. And then once that's dry, I'm gonna go back in with the fine liners and add some more detail. I've only used the 02, and I need to use all three of these guys. I've used every brush, every color. I just need to use the 04, the 08, and the brush pen. All right, I think that I'm done. So it's my little eggplant situation. Now I'm hoping sometime in the next few months to actually start selling some prints of different pieces of art, little sketches and doodles I've done. So stay tuned for that. I will have my email list linked down below if you want to join it for updates on this kind of a situation. And I only send one email a week, if that. I have not sent an email in a couple of weeks, and it's just been because, that's how I live my life. But anyway, I only will send emails if I have actual things to say to you. But if you're interested in potentially getting prints from me from this or other, as an example, I was working on this the other night, just let me know in the comments. And in general, let me know what you think of these Paletteful Packs videos. Do you think that they're a good idea? Do you like seeing me work, whether it's with these boxes or with other art supplies? Do you like seeing me kind of work with them and experiment with them? Let me know in the comments below. Thank you so much for watching. Subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you in my next video.